Are there any deals on Shark Tank that you've passed on that you look at, you're like, really wish I'd got in on that one?
It's still a bit early with the Australian ones. There hasn't been that Ring doorbell story and they ended up selling for 1.5 billion and then he became a shark. There hasn't been any of those just yet.
And what are the number one lessons that you've learned from the other sharks?
I never could do public speaking. People assume that I'm good at public speaking because I'm on YouTube, but it's just like, I started that because, I had a speech impediment growing up. I was so insecure and I was like, I need to get in front of a camera. First video I did, I had to get drunk to actually speak to a camera. I managed to break through that, but public speaking was always just this big no for me. I never, as a CEO, stood in front of my team and addressed my company. Would always do it by Zoom. If anything, I'd turn off the camera just to speak to it. It was that bad. And I was fortunate enough to have 2 weeks with Robert in LA just as he retired. He's just like, I want to do content now. So we basically hung out with him for 2 weeks. And he was telling this story about how he presented to Jeff Bezos and the Amazon team and stuff like that. And I was like, don't you get nervous in front of these people? It's like, I've done so many remarkable things in my life that I know that I don't need to compare to them. I have my own great story and they have theirs. And literally the day I got off the plane, usually when I'm tired, I'm even more anxious. I went and I stood up in front of my team for the first time ever. We had a conference that day. There was 40 people in there and everyone was like, what the hell just happened to Davie? This is why you've got to be so careful who you hang out with. If I'm hanging out with someone that makes me feel bad about myself, or is like, you need to speak better in this way, I'm not going to go home and do that. But I was with someone that was just constantly so uplifting in that area that it raised me there. So I learned a lot from him.